Our next dish is eggplant casserole, which is a big favorite of mine. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to saute some eggplant in some bacon drippings. Of course, you know, bacon drippings are always good because I get to eat the bacon that I got the drippings from. So this is my eggplant, which I have already sort of pre-sauteed. And I'm going to show you how I cut this up before. So we're going to put it in here, and this bacon dripping, that always adds to the flavor of any dish, trust me. All right, we're going to let this saute a little bit. I'll lower the fire, okay? And in this pot, I've got some butter. Of course, butter's not too far behind the bacon drippings preference that I have. So I'm going to saute some onions in here, okay? Just throw this in here. Cajuns throw everything in the pot. Onions, and I've got some parsley. Okay, very good. Woo, cameraman's nightmare. Smells good. You sort of brown these onions in here. Gives it a different flavor. It kind of caramelizes the flavor. Let me get my big spoon here. Okay. Now, we'll let this saute a little bit. Just here. I'm going to have to show you how to dress these wonderful eggplants. Okay, put that there. I'm going to lower the fire here so we don't want to burn anything, which I've been known to do several times, but, you know, not on national television anyway. I'm going to go and I'll show you how I dress my eggplant. These are some gorgeous eggplants. Of course, you want to use any, you can use a big one or a small one, but you take your knife and you just slice it in half. And of course, what this is of course, the whole half. And for time element, we have already cut this. Take your knife, your small knife, and you cut around here, and you score it. Yeah. Up and down, okay? And you take your pineapple knife, which these I use all the time for different reasons, okay? You just go around the eggplant. Now I've gotten these, watch, just come right out, just like this, very good. Now I'll tell you what I'm going to do with this, because you know Cajuns never throw anything away, so I'm going to use this. I'm just going to add it to my, ooh, they're trying to get away. I don't blame them, I would too. Scoop this up. This is a pretty big chunk. Let me cut this one down. Okay, because you don't want it too large. You want them small so they cook faster. And I'm going to bring this to my pot. So, okay, let me add this to my already sauteed ones, which doesn't really matter. Oh, this smells so good. Those bacon drippings just add to the flavor. So good. Now, this is already done. Here, I'm going to add all this together. Our onions and parsley. Okay. Then I'm going to add some tomatoes. Canned tomatoes, which have been, of course, you can use the fresh ones. That's always better. Cut up nice. Okay. Into this, you add some breadcrumbs. This will hold it together. Okay? Very good. I like the Italian breadcrumbs because that adds to the flavor even more. All right. Then you take your salt and pepper and you season it according to your taste. It's up to you. You know how Cajuns are. Some people prefer the hot, some don't, and some have a salt problem, so you can't use too much salt, which is entirely up to you. Very good. Now, this is the dish that will go into the oven. But first, I'm going to top this off with some cheddar cheese, which we have shredded. Okay? And now I'm going to bake this. Okay, this will bake for about 30 minutes, or at least until the cheese melts. And while that's baking, I'm going to fix our delicious dessert.